Welcome back to YouPort. I was trying to figure out what I was doing with this space, and I started building an oversized shop. And I thought, well, I may as well start recording this. There's no point in me just doing all of this off camera. So, welcome to the journey. I was just working out that I should put a bathroom in here, because I don't know about you, but every time I come back through baggage claim, finding the toilet is one of the things I really want to do. As it happens, I've actually been on a couple of trips recently, which probably explains why I caught COVID in the first place. Having been through multiple airports now, I realized that this base is way bigger than it needs to be. The check-in at my local airport is pretty well just a long strip. You walk in the door, and almost immediately in front of you are the check-in desks. There's hardly any seating, because the expectation is you come in, you check in almost immediately, and you go through to your gate. You might wait a long time at the gate, but you don't wait a long time in this area. Now, at this late stage in the airport design, I'm not going to change that. Maybe it's something I'll keep in mind for a future series, but don't hold your breath. Alright, we have a giant store. I created this section up here as a second staff room. Still don't know what I'm doing with that corner. I think there really needs to be a giant food room as well. So if I were to say, let's pick a floor. Let's go with that one. If I make that giant space into a food room, and let's not put walls around it, let's use hedges for a lot of it. Hedge. I want that corridor to be a decent width. Let's use this. Let's see. Draw it all in. There's no zoning here, I don't think, so doing that's not going to break anything. Okay, that can be our space. Then let's say it's not that kind of shop, it's this kind of shop. And I can never tell which way around these go. Alright, let's say, must be up. Let's draw the room first, I suppose. Just shy of 900 square meters. There. And what I'll do is turn this into a sort of central cook area. Although annoyingly you can't actually build in the type of counter where you can lift it up for the staff to get in and out, but too bad. Alright, let's put in the cook stations and all of the lovely things like that. Let's say fridges, like so. Oh, I was thinking there was two types. Nope, there's only the one. And cooking stations. No, try that again. Cooking stations, thank you. Will be on the inside of the counter. Alright. Now at this point, before I get too carried away, I'm going to look at what my contracts offer. 4 stars is the best. 9 display fridges, and that's all they care about. Typical. Let's see if there's a different option. Okay, Valentino is an option. Green's Burgers at 1 star. Now here we go, this is more like it. Eco Sushi. Cooking station, stove, modular sofa, cafe counter. Okay, easy peasy. So I need to get some stoves in here. And let's put them in the corners. And what are the other options? There's a sink or something, isn't there? Kitchen sink. What's that? You don't want me to design your home kitchen for you? Well, fair enough. I think this is probably quite a silly workspace, but hey, it's a game. Right, then we need tables and chairs and all of that fun stuff, including modular sofas. Which, when you think about it, 4 modular sofas, right? They should probably make that a higher number, because as soon as you actually start building one of these, let's pick the straight one for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey look, I met the requirement with the tiniest amount of sofa. Bit silly. Let's see. Normally when I use the sofas, I end up building a really complicated in and out structure. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to keep it fairly simple. And then I'm going to clone that. Like so. And dot it around the room. And discover that my room isn't symmetrical. Never mind. We'll survive. Something like that. Once again, absolutely overkill for the number of people that are going to be using it, but it was kind of fun to build. Now, my staff can actually have some seating at last. Let's just dot some of those in. And then while that's building, let's go back to thinking about security and this whole puzzle, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't think just having these as a straight line is the best solution. I think we can do something a little bit more effective. But as usual, I expect the way the game handles these to get a bit finicky. That's the limit. So if I then remove that, start from the bottom. Yeah, that kind of works. And then let's say there's don't really want to put a wall there. I could put a small one in, couldn't I? No, that just looks silly. What shall we put? Their exits are downstairs, aren't they? Yes, good. Let's see. Mental blank. Let's just go with a wall until I come up with a better idea. Oh, I know what I was thinking of. Window. Doesn't fit. Okay. Wall it is. Then we can have another staff room up here. Let's not go too crazy. Let's make it that big. And that one is only for security staff. Because once again, it's good to have staff rooms for the right kind of employee near to where they're going to be actually working. And now that we've got that one, there's no reason for these ones to permit security officers. So all these blue people can go upstairs and make use of the new room. Not to mention actually work. And thinking about that, 29, yeah, we're going to need a lot more security staff. Let's see, applicants, security, reject that one, pause briefly, and then get to high speed. Okay. Now that we've got a few more things activated, we should be able to switch on these. I won't put them all on just yet. Let's check that our system is working. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. This needs to be off. Because I simply don't have enough. Also, they're going to get scattered. Okay. How many have we got there? 132. Don't think we need 130 for Terminal 1, but who knows? Should be fairly easy to find out. Yeah, we've got way too many. If we look downstairs, there's probably many over here as well. Not as many. In fact, I can't see. Oh, there's only one. Where are my other staff rooms? Here, I think. Yeah, okay. So if I go to terminal view, I should be able to move, let's say, 10 of them. And few ramp agents. Okay. So far, the amount of security I've got is handling the number of passengers coming in quite easily. But that's no surprise when we only have medium flights. Speaking of, yes, they are switched on. No, they don't have any flights scheduled yet. Alright. That's a little bit concerning. The other thing we want to start thinking about is the large stands. Now, they're connected up, they're just switched off because that is switched off, that is fine. I haven't done anything about seating or bathrooms, etc. in here yet. I guess we can copy that. Although I would like to use a different colour for the large stands. Let's just start with that. And once again, I'm going to keep the same bathroom design. I'll worry about filling out the rest later. I just want to get one stand functioning. Just to stress test the system. What else do we need? We will need bins. Although there are some bins there. Let's put them over here. Also, let's fix that one little bit of wall that looks really weird. There we go. Yeah, I think there was one down here somewhere too. Let's switch off that view. Yeah. It will be worth having a door around there somewhere, but let's get the wall fixed first. And if you're wondering and don't remember from the earlier episodes, all those little holes appeared because originally these were ground level plane stands. Once we built the jetways, the doors at the ground level didn't matter anymore. Now we will have the occasional door through here for our contractors to use. And I suppose our ramp agents. I'm not sure if they will use them or not. Okay. How's that going? Built. Which one's which? That one is the men's. I always get it wrong. This one is the ladies. And we'll get the flooring in after the autosave. I'm sort of tempted to switch off the autosave because I never actually load game from those, but I'm sure if I switch it off, doing so will come back to bite me. Alrighty. Now the one thing I notice here is that we've got people like Sam Robinson here. Flight FA 112. Well, that'll be probably this one. Yeah. You're on the wrong floor, mate. You might want to actually, what is that lift connected to? Ah, fair enough. Let's extend it to level 1. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. If it is, what on earth is going on here? Your plane is right there. That looked like people were coming in and then immediately looping back around, which should only happen if a flight was cancelled or they arrived too late. It might have just been an optical illusion. Maybe there was a plane load of people leaving at the same time as some were coming in, not seeing it happen again. These twits were on the wrong floor, which isn't due to a lack of seating. They're just on the wrong floor. I don't want to have to separate the international zones, but it may end up happening. We'll deal with that when it becomes necessary. In the meantime, I think this is connected to everything it needs to be connected to, including that baggage bay. Yes, good. Let's switch you on. Large stand 43. That one right there, okay. Oh, yes, there's a problem, okay. There's a substantial problem. Let's switch you off again. Who here spotted the problem? Be honest. The problem is actually on this screen right here. There are no check-in desks. Now, again, I've got the option of putting them in here, but I'm going to stick with the plan of having check-in upstairs for the large flights. Let's get rid of that square and check that that's going, no, it's going the opposite direction. Yeah, we don't want to go in that way. How are our shops doing? Not very well. Yeah. We need more passengers before that's going to work. Okay, is that built yet? Or destroyed yet, I should say? Good. Alright. Copy. All of this. And yes, it does need to be one square over. Then down here, we will need to go down an extra layer. Invalid placement. Why? Oh. Well, that's a bit of a bugger. That's right on top of the road. Where there's a will, there's a way. Get rid of that. Let's see, we need conveyor belts. Can be the slow kind for the moment. It's not a very long distance. Right. Conveyor down. There. It's been a while since I've had to place these. Right, conveyor down in that square, and then horizontal there, and once that wall is gone, which will inevitably take a while because the thing I'm waiting for construction or destruction of is always the last thing to be done. And we have to secure... oh no, that's fine. Right. So it's a little bit janky, but it should work. Right. You and you. Connect to that one, please. Right. Now I think I can switch this on. And in the interest of time, let's switch off the auto planner and find a flight by ourselves. You'll do. Why didn't that work? Oh, I see. There we go. Cool. Now auto planner can be on. Oh, that's right. I started building bathrooms and never quite finished. Right. Got our bathrooms in place. It could use some more work, but that can happen later. How's our flight going? Probably already taken off, knowing me. Should be sitting on the tarmac. There we go. Everything is green except for boarding, which hasn't started yet. Okay, it looks like I need a bit more seating, but not too much. And having the seating further away from the boarding desks might be a good idea too. Everyone's boarded. It was due to leave at 20 past midnight. It's actually going to leave much earlier than that by the look of it. There you go, taking off an hour early. let's switch on the second one and probably kill any chance we have of leaving early ever again. Cool. Well, I'll do a few little touch-ups, I think, between episodes, but that was not a bad bit of effort. Got some nice shops in, we got some more bathrooms in, we got our first international large flights. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Till next time, bye-bye.